Johnny's out here helping me this morning. Good morning, Tux. Don's fixing to go pull Ruby out. And everybody else is over here on the bricks. None of us slept well. None of us. We were all every hour on the hour tossing and turning last night. Don said he wanted to rinse Ruby off. He said nothing blew up at work over the weekend, so that's good. Well, I like it a lot better when it's daylight all the way when I'm out here in the morning.
Oh, you can't have Ruby go to school, first day of school, be all dirty.
That's right. I missed him power wash it. I was out on the front porch with the cats, but he just blasted her off.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I've got some of this spray and wash.
Sure.
I'm gonna put on.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll dry her up and make her pretty.
I got just a few minutes before we gotta head out. I'm finishing up Johnny's lunch. He's got leftover meatballs and pasta. Wow, what a transformation. Thank you, Nani. Yeah, she's looking good, for sure. We're starting off with a 80% charge, 203 miles. Arrival time 7:16 a.m. It's 21 miles to downtown, so usually in the morning I've got somewhere between a 42 and a 45 mile trip, depending on if I take any photo or Pokemon detours or stop at Walmart or something. That's how we end up near 100 miles a day on a school day, especially if we go back out for Taekwondo. But we're on time. He needs to be there by 7:30. Where he's going by 7:35 is good. We always start off the school year right on time. Life is good. And as we get tired and things, you know, when the other kids start back to school and the roads get busier, it slows us down a little bit. But we do pretty good. I'd say 3 or 4 times out of the year, some sort of traffic thing happens in the morning and we're late, but nothing we can do about that other than, you know, leave much earlier, which I would not want to do for those 3 or 4 days. So. And we're off. Phew, no doubt about it. We are headed east this morning. Well, we're headed east for a few minutes and then we're mostly headed north. But coming out of Fuquay is definitely east. The early morning sunshine is good for you. Things are flowing along okay this morning. I haven't wanted to be ill with other drivers yet, so that's good. No lane closures to speak of yet. We just saw a silver Model X, and of course that's a blacked out Model 3 there. This afternoon I'm anticipating some lane closures in these construction areas. Hey Johnny, there's our friend, the FRX bus. It's the bus that comes out of the community center at South Park in Fuquay. We often are in traffic with it in the morning. Well, I started driving Johnny downtown to school in 17. So, you know, this is our 6th school year driving downtown. Some days it seems like it's been longer. Today it's seeming like it's been less. Some kids do come in on the bus in the morning. They have to go from an express stop, not their house, some school near them, get on that bus, go to Centennial, then switch buses, or, you know, merge onto this one single bus that comes on campus. It's a fairly slow process. Anyway, Johnny's dropped off. I'm sure he's gonna have a great day. They got extra stuff, not college classes until Wednesday. He only has one high school class, and I don't even know for sure if it's gonna meet today or not. It probably will, but not at its normal time, which is first thing, AP Stats. So I stopped at my normal spot here at St. Monica, Tarboro Road Park, here by the school, and it's the last week of summer camp, and there's a whole bunch of people over here today. So the one guy was like, "Are you staying?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Do I need to move?" He said, "Yeah, probably." He was really nice. I just, you know, if I had known, I wouldn't have parked over there in the first place. I was actually wiping Ruby down just a little bit. Just stretching. Yeah, I just happened to pull up right at drop off, and I didn't have a clue. So I'll know not to pull over there the rest of the week, since this is the last week. And then I'm sure it'll go back to being quiet over here in the morning. But that's great that they're using St. Monica's for camp and the park here for camp. That's awesome. So I just wiped down the car. Yeah, I'm like, no, the door jambs were still a little wet. Dawn didn't have time to wipe them down. So I just wiped down the door jambs for my stretch this morning. Halfway through, I usually stop over here, and I'm gonna head to the house now. Dawn and I are gonna walk, and I'm contemplating mowing the grass today, but I really don't want to, but it really needs it, so I'm probably gonna do it. I don't have to pick up Johnny until 2:10 today. Probably should be here really close to 2:10 because there's no class at the end of the day, and those kids are gonna be ready to go. They were told they can't leave early today and tomorrow for no reason. But when it's time to go, they're gonna be ready to go. Well, I guess it's a good thing I don't need to go down there, that I usually turn here. I have no clue what's going on, but something. I've probably seen this X in traffic with me in the morning before. It's also a 100D. Just driving through to spin the Pokestops before I go to the house. They've been out here mowing already this morning. That's good. Looks like Dawn took having the power washer out to go ahead and do the GMC too. Well, my watt hours per mile for the last 37 miles was 277. The temperature this morning is 78, so it's in that really good efficiency range, and Ruby has used about, what, 43 miles worth of range. She's down to 160. You really don't get no better than that as far as accuracy on the estimate. Well, these two got some attention. Marty's got to move back to my sneaker. I'll be back, buddy. I got some attention on the way into the house and some attention on the way out of the house, and thank goodness Tux does not have it in for Marty right now. I don't like the looks of this over here. Oh, okay. Free dog ramp. Well, I agree that if you were going to try to get rid of a dog ramp to somebody that could use it at the park is not a bad spot. There's people over here with their doggies all the time. It was just scary. Dawn and I thought somebody might have tied a dog to the sign, which wouldn't have been totally implausible. Weed eating over here, Dawn over here, and they are still doing a little bit of mowing, yeah, on the ball fields out there. This is our second time around. It is very muggy today, very hot. It's going to be another scorcher. It is not fun walking this morning. Didn't see any camp kids today. I wonder if camp ended. I mean, surely they could have gone another week or two based on when school starts. I am really glad to be leaving the blower behind and the mowing behind and start the downhill in the shade stretch. Yeah, I'm really ready for it today. I don't really feel like mowing, but it's tall, so it's just better to get it over with. Hey, bud. Hi. That's a big scratch you got there. You need some help? So I'm done mowing. It's going on noon. I don't know what time I started. It takes me about 90 minutes, and I did go down to the street. I've called. Kitty's back. I see everybody but Morris. It's all nice and shorter now. Hopefully it'll last, I don't know, 10 days would be good instead of a week. That'd be nice. Probably not. I had me a brief nap and an egg sandwich. I figured if I did all those extra steps, I deserved it today. I'm fixing to make me a coffee and head back downtown. I need the coffee. Don's gonna go plug my lights back in for me. Hey, Gray. Hey, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, sweetie's a good girl. Don's pulling Ruby out for me while I get a few sips of coffee. I'm trying to get myself in gear. I only slept for like 10 minutes, but up at 5:30, not sleeping good, mowing the lawn. I feel another nap coming on when I get home today. Ruby's all pretty. The sky is really pretty this afternoon. Ruby says it's 94 out there. I'm on schedule to get downtown at 2:13. That should be good enough. 5 minutes earlier might have been better today, but it'll be good. Construction zones haven't held me up so far. A lot of clouds, but no rain on the radar anywhere nearby. Well, I'm behind the bus, so that's good. That means Johnny's still waiting with a bunch of other kids. It's 2:16, so I would say the bus is a little late, but it is the first day it's run, so I have Johnny loaded up in the car now. It was surprising how busy campus was this afternoon. Maybe it's a lot of people still moving in today for SAU students. But Johnny had a good first day. They bought him pizza for lunch, so I sent lunch and then they bought them pizza. I would eat pizza too. I mean, you know, that was nice of them to treat the boys to pizza. I know tomorrow they're having senior breakfast, so I don't need to send food tomorrow because they're gonna fill up on a ton of stuff. At 8 a.m. the seniors are being treated. That's great. Let's see. Johnny got his SAU ID made. He got to check out the math class. He said the AP Stats classroom, they have really modern, funky chairs that are the most uncomfortable to sit in ever. So they took this really great, new, fully air-conditioned, glass windowed room, and then apparently the furniture is not too comfortable. So I told him to sneak me a picture. Mom must see what these chairs look like. But you know, people get hooked on new and modern looks that may or may not be practical for sitting for an hour or 90 minutes at a time. And no homework for me. We did all of our paper filling out the other day at orientation, and Johnny says really no homework for him. So it's all good. It sounds like it was a positive positive first day. He's just wore out like me. Getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock for him this morning was just, it's gonna take some getting used to. Ruby's at 103 miles of rated range, and I did remember to plug her in. Can't be forgetting now that I'm going downtown, or I'll be driving Jules one day. So we're headed to Walmart to get
windshield wiper for the GMC.
Blades,
that's right.
Yeah. Don's gonna take the GMC to get the water pump replaced.
Yeah, it's time to get it inspected.
And
no, wiper blades aren't gonna pass inspection.
right. So we're gonna try the Chevrolet place on 401 that we go past every day. And yes, that's a storm cell up there. But Jules, we haven't washed Jules, so Jules is allowed to get wet. Ruby's not allowed to get wet. I am upset to hear of Olivia Newton-John's passing. It's very hard on me because I'm a breast cancer survivor. She was sort of the face of women who beat the disease. I mean, it was, you know, like 30 almost years or something from her original diagnosis till she passed away. And yeah, and I guess it was on her spine, and I know my pain is caused by my cyst, but that just makes it doubly scary. And anyway, I'm sort of struggling here a little bit. That was very hard news to hear. Not good. I mean, we all love her anyway. And then for me, it's personally just maybe just a, you know, smidge harder to hear that, you know, someone could live for so long and then it still come back and be the cause of their death is just, it's devastating. Don did get the windshield wipers that he needed at Walmart. I should have filmed something over there, but I'm so upset about Olivia, I'm not thinking right. I came over to PetSmart to get some mixed grill, which they had, and much more cat food than Walmart's had in forever. We were sitting at the stoplight, and I was on my phone, so I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden, the windows cleaned. And windshield wipers came on, and Don doesn't use windshield wipers. I mean, rarely, because usually the car is really clean. And I was like, did she do that or did you do that? And he's like, she did it. She did it all on her own. There's a Model S.
Yeah, well, I went and bought windshield wiper blades, so Jules is just letting me know that she yeah. She has some windshield wiper blades too. Anytime I'd like to replace them, she's probably okay with it.
That's too funny. I guess autopilot couldn't see.
Oh yeah, it's like
because Don is using autopilot, the beta.